This article lists the burial places of founders of world religions. Babism. The Shrine of the Bab, the burial location of the Bab, the founder of Babism and one of three central figures of the Baha'i faith, is located on Mount Carmel, Indiana, Haifa, Israel. Baha'i faith. Located in Baja near Acre, Israel, the Shrine of Baha'u'llah is the most holy place for Baha'is and their Qibla, or direction of prayer. It contains the remains of Baha'u'llah, founder of the Baha'i faith, and is near the spot where he died in the mansion of Baja. Buddhism. The Buddha's body was cremated and the relics were placed in monuments or stupas, some of which are believed to have survived until the present. For example, the Temple of the Tooth or Delada Maligawa in Sri Lanka is the place where the right tooth relic of Buddha is kept at present. Bodhidharma is generally regarded as the founder of Zen Buddhism. According to a 7th century account by Daoshan, Bodhidharma died at Luo River Beach, where he was interred by his disciple Huik, possibly in a cave. Soon after his death, someone supposedly witnessed Bodhidharma walking back towards India barefoot with a single shoe in hand. His grave was later exhumed, and according to legend, the only thing found in it was the shoe he left behind. Because of uncertainty about the precise physical location as well as ambiguity about what might be left of Bodhidharma at his burial site, no burial site has been venerated in the Zen tradition. Christianity. According to early Christian sources, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre occupies the location where Jesus is said to have been entombed between his crucifixion and resurrection. It is located in the Christian quarter of the Old City of Jerusalem. A second site, known as the Garden Tomb, located just outside Jerusalem's Old City, has become a popular Protestant alternative to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is dominated by the Catholic and Orthodox faiths. Ahmadiyya view. The Ahmadiyya movement in Islam claims that the tomb of Jesus is in Srinagar, Kashmir. The founder of the Ahmadiyya movement, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, claimed that Jesus lived until the age of 120 years and is buried there. Confucianism. The grave of Confucius, founder of Confucianism, is in his hometown of Qiu, Shandong Province, China. The grave of Confucius is located in a large cemetery where more than 100,000 of his descendants are also buried. Hinduism. Hinduism has no single founder. The Vedas and subsequent commentaries were written by early sages but transcribed and organized by Maharshi Vyasa. Popular epics in Hinduism, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, were composed respectively by Valmiki and Vyasa. Islam. Muhammad is buried in the Al-Masjid an-Nabawi in the city of Medina in Saudi Arabia. Muhammad's grave lies within the confines of what used to be his wife Aisha's and his house. During his lifetime it adjoined the mosque, which was expanded during the reign of Caliph al-Walid I to include his tomb. The first two caliphs, Abu Bakr and Umar, are buried next to Muhammad. Umar was gifted a spot next to Muhammad by his wife Aisha, which she had intended for herself. Muhammad's grave itself cannot be seen as the area is cordoned off by a gold mesh and black curtains. As per Islamic tradition, the grave itself is not embellished or decorated and is 2 cubits high. The grave is marked by an austere green dome above it, built by the Ottoman Turks, and was earlier white in color. This dome has become universally emblematic of both Muhammad himself, as well as the city of Medina. Muhammad's grave is an important reason for the particularly high sanctity of the mosque. Millions of visitors come to visit it every year because it is traditional to visit the mosque when going on the pilgrimage to Mecca. Ahmadiyya. Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, is buried at his birthplace of Qadian, Punjab, India. Judaism. Abraham is generally considered the founder of Judaism. His burial is related in Genesis chapter 25 verses 7 to 10, and his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron. Moses is also sometimes credited with founding Judaism when the Torah was written. The exact location of the grave of Moses is unknown, but according to Deuteronomy chapter 34 verse 6, it is on or near Mount Nebo just east of the Jordan River, now in the Kingdom of Jordan. The Cave of the Patriarchs is located in the ancient city of Hebron, and is generally considered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims to be its spiritual center. Jewish, Christian, and Islamic tradition holds that the compound encloses the burial place of 4 biblical couples: Adam and Eve, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob and Leah. According to Midrashic sources, it also contains the head of Esau, the brother of Jacob. Rastafari movement. The central figure of the Rastafari movement, although not its founder, is Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia. Haile Selassie is interred at Trinity Cathedral in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Scientology. Scientology was founded by L. Ron Hubbard. Upon his death, Hubbard was cremated and his ashes were scattered in the Pacific Ocean. Sikhism. Gurdwara Kartarpur was established by Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, in 1522. When Guru Nanak died in 1539, Hindus and Muslims disagreed on how to perform in his last rites. A samadhi lies in the Gurdwara and a grave lies on the premises as a reminder of this discord. The Gurdwara is located in a small village named Kartarpur on the west bank of the Ravi River in Punjab, Pakistan. When it became clear that the death of Guru Nanak Dev was near, a dispute arose among his followers. His Hindu followers wanted to cremate the remains while his Muslim followers wanted to bury the body following Islamic tradition. Nanak brokered a compromise by suggesting that each group should place a garland of flowers beside his body, and those whose garland remained unwilted after 3 days could dispose of his body according to their tradition. However, the next morning, upon raising the cloth under which the Guru's body lay, only the flowers shared between his followers were found. The Hindus cremated their flowers whereas the Muslims buried theirs. The Guru had departed. The Gurdwara at Kartarpur can be seen from another Gurdwara located across the border at the historical town of Dera Baba Nanak in India, another important preaching centre of the Guru. Both sites are one of the most significant places in Sikhism located along Indo-Pak border. Recently, there has been lobbying to open a corridor for Sikhs from India to visit the shrine without any hindrance or visa. It lies only 2 kilometers from the international border. Taoism. Taoism was founded by Lao Tzu, the author of the Tao Te Ching. According to Taoist legend, Lao Tzu transmitted the Tao Te Ching at the request of a border guard before departing from China. He is believed to have lived out the rest of his days in communion with nature, and some Taoist traditions hold that he achieved immortality. Whether he underwent death or not is not made clear by all parts of the tradition, and if he did, it was in some remote area, far from civilization at that time. Tenrikyo. Tenrikyo considers the foundress's sanctuary in Tenri, Nara, Japan to be the site where their faith's founder lives and works. She died in 1887. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism was founded by Zoroaster. There is no consensus as to where Zoroaster lived, much less where he died or what became of his remains. Most believe that he died in Bork while he was praying. When he died, his entire body became aflame, as fire in Zoroastrianism is very important. Gallery of burial places.